Welcome to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. When can you listen to the Sister Speak Show? At 7 p.m. Central. Tune in on the go or at your residence show. Spreaker, YouTube, Alexa, or SoundCloud. Interviewing special guests that have been blessed and will bless us. Through spoken word and awareness, knowledge is wealth if you gain it. Share this in the streets, in the burbs, anywhere that we can be heard. It's about that time to elevate your mind. Feel the beat, Sister Speak. Come and eat a spiritual treat. It's about that time to stimulate your mind. Feel the beat, Sister Speak. Come and eat a spiritual treat. Hey, welcome, brothers and sisters, to the tour. I am Ayana, the host of the Sister Speak Show. I'm the host, creator, and producer of the Sister Speak Show. Kingdom Child Recordings, that funky beat that you hear in the background. He is the executive producer of the Sister Speak Show. Welcome to all of my first-time listeners. Welcome back to all of my regular listeners. We are recording live from Dallas, Texas. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Guess what, brothers and sisters? Tonight on the tour, my special guest. Oh yes, brothers and sisters. SDYP, the movement recording artist, Miss Stiletto, live from Miami, Florida, in the house. Actually, via phone, brothers and sisters. We are so excited to have this sister on the show. Not only is she a recording artist, she is also the VP of SDYP, the movement. And so we're going to vibe out with her. She has another show that she has to do this evening because the sister is booked, okay? And so we're going to have a lengthy amount of time with her, but she's going to have to go. So we're going to grab her, talk to her, hear what's going on, find out what's next, what's new, what she's got cracking, what she's owning, how she's an entrepreneur, all of that. We're going to vibe with Miss Stiletto. But guess what, brothers and sisters? Since she's calling in from Miami, Florida, I figured, we're just going to make this about Florida tonight. So guess what? Florida, you're the DJ tonight on the tour. So just a little background on the tour, just real quick. We are a 6-segment podcast. We have the platform coming to the stage, the culture climate, the tour, the laugh line, and the search effort, brothers and sisters. Sunday through Sunday, catch us live, catch us on demand on Spreaker Radio, Amazon Alexa. You can catch some of this on YouTube and a little bit of this on SoundCloud. But anyway, thank you for listening. So you know what? We have special guests who come on the show. We do special guest interviews, and they are impacting the community with their passions. Not only that, they are dynamic. This is a talk show that will keep your mind and your soul informed, energized, and encouraged. This is a cultural renaissance platform that influences a climate that is conducive to who you are and who you should be. No reckless entertainment. Just responsible listening nourishment. We don't go dumb, we go wisdom. Is that right, Ayana? Yes, that's right. Well, how is it so? Because I said so. Listen, brothers and sisters, you know what? Miami is going to be in the building, in the house. Miami Stand Up. Thank you for everybody who's listening all around. Shout out to Skeet the Young Poet for hooking up this interview and for doing a wonderful job handling the company, managing, and doing everything that he is doing to push the brand. Well, guess what? What? Do I hear a song coming? Well, yes, I do. Take It to the House, Trick Daddy, featuring Trina. Brothers and sisters, hey, calling in live, my special guest. Well, brothers and sisters, calling in live to the Sister Speak Show on the tour. As a matter of fact, on the Sister Speak Show, I want you to give a round of applause for Miss Stiletto. How you doing, sister?
Hi, how are you?
I am fine. Oh, we are so happy to have you on the tour representing Miami, Florida. So how is your day going so far?
It's going really, really well. I'm glad that I got over this horrendous infection that I had for my show tonight, and of course to be on air with you all with as much of a clear voice as I can possibly have.
Well, I'm so glad that you are feeling better. I'm so glad that you were able to just stop by and give us some of what you've got going on. You know, we're going to want to have you definitely back on the show again. So let's just get right into it. You are a brand. You are Miss Stiletto, and you come out. You are representing SDYP, the movement. Not only that, you are the vice president of SDYP, the movement. So tell everybody what that represents and how you got started in the music game.
Oh wow, SDYP first and foremost is more of a family unit. Aside from being, aspiring artists and an up-and-coming label that I definitely guarantee will be leaving a big mark on this game, we're a family unit. We support one another. If one of us has a project coming out, we'll make sure that we support that individual's project. So it's not just, your everyday label where you just go in and you just do your thing and forget about everybody else. No, it's a real strong family unit. I got into the game because I've always been performing since I was a little girl. And I was a dance choreographer, hip-hop dance choreographer. So I've had my brand Taste Ladies for numerous years, and we used to perform all over New York City because I'm originally from Jersey. We used to perform in Jersey, and when I moved out here to Miami, I decided to kind of turn it into a more of a burlesque, but also incorporate my music into it. Because I got into hip-hop because one night all the boys were just freestyling, and I got tired of hearing always the men freestyling, and I just hopped on in there into the cypher, and lo and behold, I actually had some skills, and I just kept working on that. So I kind of built Taste Ladies along with the music, and made it a thing of, just constantly continue to perform, and so that's how I got into Spin.
That is amazing. And there's nothing like getting in that competition with that fire and letting them know that you know how to gas and that you have bars. So not only, with you being the vice president of SDYP, the movement, and not only that, but you also own and you Taste Ladies Fitness. And, this is amazing because one of the reasons why I'm so excited to have you on the show is because it's not just that you do music. There's so many aspects to who you are, what you represent, being a Cuban American rapper. Well, not just a Cuban American rapper, but being a Cuban American. And then launching off into the music industry, and then also having this dance company. So, was dancing something that you wanted to do as a little girl, or is this something that you just picked up along the way as you got older? What inspired you to move?
I always knew that I wanted to be a dancer, and in particular a hip-hop dancer, because the way I got into that was when I was growing up, my mother always, she had me into ballet because my sister was a phenomenal ballerina. And I just, there was something about this, and I respect ballet dance. I love any kind of dance type. But it just wasn't me. I always thought that I needed something a little bit more hardcore. I was always one of those individuals that I always felt that I needed a way to express. And when I was little, I was shy, so the best way that I could express it was in dancing. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I told my mom, I said, listen, they don't have a lot of just hip-hop genre style dancing back in the day. So let me get into cheerleading.
Right.
Competitive cheerleader for many years, but my cheerleading troop, we did a lot of dancing.
Yeah.
And so after I graduated high school, I said, how can I keep dancing in my life? And that's when I started choreographing for different artists and stuff until I finally realized, I want to be an artist myself. I want to express myself even beyond the dancing.
And that is amazing because then that makes you, when you get on stage and perform, that just enhances your performance. That's what keeps the crowd. That's what keeps the crowd, rocking from side to side. That's what keeps everybody like, every time you see Miss Stiletto on the stage, she is rocking out. She's got these dance moves. You can tell that she's crisp. She's trained. She's professional. And that's what takes your performance all the way to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I always feel that, listen, a person could be an exceptional rapper, or artist, period. But if they don't know how to put on a show, I mean, me at least, when I see a show of somebody, you could be spitting the illest stuff, but if you don't engage with me, I just cannot stay focused on it. So I've always been known to put on a really, really big style show.
Big ups to you for being professional, for being a creative artist on top of all of what you do. So how did you get the name Miss Stiletto?
Oh, okay. So I'm born and raised in North Bergen, New Jersey. So shout outs to Jersey. I feel like I give so much love to Miami, who I do adore dearly. But I'm born and raised in Jersey, and they are who made me today. But they, in snow, sleet, rain, I was always in high heels. Constantly. There wasn't a day that I missed a beat without the heels. And so that night that I was telling you about that the guys were doing the cipher, and I hopped in, my husband's friend, shout out to Marcus, he was like, yeah, you're pretty good. I think you got something. And he's like, what would you call yourself? And I was like, I don't know, Stiletto. And then he's like, oh, I actually like it. And I just kept going with it. And when I got married to my husband, I was like, let me put a Mrs. Stiletto in front of it. Just to make it a little bit nicer. So, yeah.
Oh, that is dope. That is so dope. So what's it like getting into a cipher with a bunch of men? Like, what's the energy like? What's the adrenaline rush like? Like, just take us through a moment where you're in a cipher and you have to, you're next. You got to come with those bars. Like, what's it like?
All I can say is that with the group of guys that I grew up with, it was extremely intimidating because these are not just like, your rappers of today, which I still respect, but these are some hardcore, up north style, real hip-hop heads. And, I was just like, you know what, I know it's going to be intimidating. I may not be good, because you got to imagine, I didn't look at it that I was going to have a career in hip-hop. It just went that way. But I was like, I'm just going to do it for fun. Who cares? And when I went in and my girls were like, oh my God, you're crazy, you're actually going to do it. I was like, I'm going in with them. And I saw that they actually received me pretty well. I was like, wow, it's not as bad as I thought. It just took a time. I mean, I'm not going to admit, I'll sit here and I'll be honest, I wasn't the greatest back in the day. I feel that everything is a growing process, and I definitely learned a lot and grown a lot. But hey, for the time that I did it, they said I was pretty good. And so when I'm the kind of person that you tell me it's pretty good, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to make it better. I'm going to make it great. And that's what I did.
That is so dope. So what inspires you to write?
I have been writing, I would say, since the time that my mom passed away when I was 12. It was just a way for me just to get my words out. Like I said before, I was very shy, and I think that I held a lot in. And dancing was, everybody knew me as a dancer, so of course that was always the thing. But nobody knew that behind the scenes I was writing poems, writing little mini stories. My diary intakes were like, they seem like novels more than just a simple diary entry. And so that's how I really started writing. It was a means for me to kind of get my mind off of the passing of my mom at 12.
Wow. And my condolences to you. And, I understand what it is to have a parent fall asleep. So, my condolences definitely to you. And may you continue to press through and shine and be extra successful in all that you do. And, one thing that I have noticed in the music industry with women, it's either you're going to be sexy or you're going to be masculine. So how are you able to navigate by being sexy yet, powerful? Because I think sometimes you can be sexy and have no power. So how do you maintain your brand as far as being feminine in this industry, as well as then being respected for your femininity?
I go as far as I want to go. It's just flat out the truth. If, one day, I may want to put on a lingerie piece for a music video, or there's a performance that may call for something like that, then I'm going to do it. The one thing that I don't like is I don't like somebody telling me exactly what I'm going to be doing. I know what works for me. I used to, be a stylist for a while, and I know what looks fresh. And I'm just a go-getter in the sense of when it comes to my fashion. If I like it, I'm going to throw it on. Just tonight as I was getting ready for the show, I went to the mic check, and my mic check ensemble looked like if it was performance ready. So when I'm changing at my friend's house, my husband's like, I thought you already had your outfit on. I'm like, no, that's not what Stiletto does. I'm just a person that I go with how I feel at the moment. If I feel that I want to just be chill, I'm going to be chill. If I feel that I want to step out the box and be a little bit more sexy, I'm going to be a little bit more sexy. If that's because Stiletto wants to, that's because anybody else is telling it to be.
Wow. And so how much, from you being a Cuban American, how much does the Cuban culture, the Cuban, and when I mean by culture, the music more so, and even probably just the food and just the ambiance of the people, how much does that play an influence in your music?
Oh, it just tremendously. I would say more in the style of my dancing. I do have some music tracks that are in Spanish. I just haven't put them out yet, but they will be. I have one single that's going to be hopefully dropping this year that is just all me in Spanish. And I think that it's very important that I go back to that. Because again, yes, my parents are completely Cuban.
Wow.
And it's just played a heavy influence, especially again when it comes to the dancing. I just love just the way that we move, and everything I do is always with hits and hearing the beats, and sometimes and how I'm just highly influenced by that. I love Stiletto, growing up. Yeah, people used to say, "Oh, that's a mini Stiletto right there." And at first I was like, "What?" And then I'm like, you know what? That is a very big compliment, because you left these major marks on this industry.
Yes.
So yeah.
And so what type of instruments are common when creating a beat, in Cuba? Like, what are the common instruments that are used for music down there?
They really, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really know them by name or anything like that, but they really depend, I'm not sure about today, but back in the day, they don't really depend on most of, technical stuff, like computerized ways of making music. They're really old school in the way that they make their sounds. With the drum, when they do the drum, they actually do it with their hands. When they make it something that maybe has a they have that one instrument that kind of shakes, and the gentleman is also shaking with their. I'll be honest, I don't know their actual names, but when looking at them, I do know what they are, and I just by hearing the sound, I know what instrument is being used at the moment.
Yes, that is amazing. So, what is the, reception for in Cuba? What is it like today going down there? You hear so many different things about tensions and rising, and then this whole dark skin versus light skin and all of that.
Oh,
so
God.
What?
Listen, I will be honest with you. I think that. And I'm assuming you're coming from the issue that happened this week with the artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is something that I have been experiencing my whole entire life.
Wow.
And it's sad because it's especially in the Spanish community. And I love my Latinos, and I'm very proud to be one, but
Right.
I have really experienced a lot of discrimination because of the color of my skin.
My gosh.
I've gone into dance auditions, where they've told me that's not really the look that I'm going for. And it's like, you know what they mean by saying that.
Yes.
Just maybe about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I went for an audition at a station out here, a big station here in Miami, and I was surrounded by a bunch of light-skinned girls, beautiful girls, and, when it came to me and I started speaking Spanish, they were in shock, and the gentleman himself, the one who got me the gig, she comes up to me and she tells me, listen, we were told that we need to send you home. And I knew why. They didn't even get to meet me. They didn't even let me audition.
Wow.
They didn't even let me show them my skills and what I can do. It was just automatically, she's dark skinned, she doesn't represent Latino, so we don't even want to see her.
Wow. And and I thank you for sharing that with us, because that's an epidemic, and ignorance is contagious, and it's generational. And the fact that we have come into a world where your skin tone can be ridiculed to where someone ends up wanting to take their life, to where they can't, feed their family, or like, for instance, in your situation, you're coming out for an audition, but because you don't look a certain way, and it's just like, how barbaric in thinking are people, and it's just really sad. But you know what? I put it like this. that wasn't the place for you. See, there are some energies that don't need to be shared with other people. And to walk into an energy where that mind state is already dominating and they already are preconditioned in their mind state, you don't need to be in that. See, you need to be in an environment where it's positive, where it's flowing, where people understand and get life, so they missed out on you. That's not. And you know what else I learned? And this is something that everybody can take with them. When it comes to someone creating harm for your life verbally or even physically, but let's just say verbally, whether it's discrimination, whether it's emotional or verbal, emotionally verbal abuse, whatever it is, when somebody is making your life hard, when somebody is making your life seem like they are putting roadblocks in your journey to success, understand this: your encounter with them is short term. Their encounter with themselves is every day. And they have to live with themselves, wake up with themselves. Every moment they are with themselves. And that is a punishment within itself. So praise God for the brief encounters that we have with wicked people who have disrespectful tongues and unlearned minds who choose to, just based on someone's skin tone, be a demon, if you will, to that individual. You have to be yourself the entire time. So look, sister, your encounter with them was brief. They still have to be with themselves. They are themselves.
That is true. But it messes with, physical minds, because I went into the audition saying I look fresh, I look dope, I look amazing. And by the time I'm walking out, I'm like, well, maybe my hair was pressed up, or maybe this, and I'm like, no. Because I try to do whatever it takes to not see that side of people in my mind. Like, no, I refuse to believe that people are this ignorant, so I'll say it wasn't them, it was me, it's something that I was wearing. And when I sat there in the car for like about 10 minutes, and I looked at myself, I'm like, no, I look amazing. These people really turned me around because
that's right.
I'm not light skinned. You are absolutely right, and now I look at it, that they weren't worthy of my performance.
They weren't worthy of it. And, everything is not for you. And you don't have to do a complete investigation on why. You accept it and you keep it pushing, because you know what you've been here. You know what you're here to do. You know what you bring to the table. And that just allows you to be in another situation where it's even bigger, to where those people who turn you down have to kick themselves right in the tail, because they had an opportunity to have you be a part of their venue and they dropped the ball. And so now when they come back around trying to holler at you, Skeet is like, player, it ain't happening.
Exactly.
Shout out to Skeet, the young poet. Anyway, so, moving forward, when it comes to, I want to kind of like talk about just, taste, ladies. Tell us how important it is for us to be physically fit, and what does your company exactly offer? So anybody in the Miami area, or maybe somebody may be coming to visit, may stop by, and take a class with you.
Well, it's actually easier than stopping by, because starting this Friday, January 12th at 8:30 on YouTube, I will be putting free live stream classes where you could do it from the comfort of your own home. You could be in Texas, you could be in Milwaukee, you could be in Jersey, and still take my class. It's free. Okay. And you just have to log on to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/TasteLadiesMiami. And listen, I was very worried throughout my pregnancy, even before I got pregnant. I said, how am I going to get this body back into shape? But I sat and I looked at pictures of myself back in the day, and I said, the way that I was fit was because I was dancing literally 7 times a week, or 5 to 7 times a week. I said, let me figure out a way to have these ladies be able to do this from home. My schedule right now, aside from working for music and doing having a full-time job, I'm like, I got to figure out a way where I can still dance, spend time with my child, and not spend X amount of dollars. So that's why I came up with putting this live stream where other women could partake in it and still be able to understand that they're still sexy and they can still get busy, and they could even use these moves that I am implementing into the routine. It's not just a typical aerobic workout. It's actually moves that you can learn at home and learn and take out into the streets, into a club. And then not only that, I'm going to be throughout the week putting up instructional videos for all of the routines that they're going to learn on Friday. That way they're up to speed and they don't have to be worrying about going to a class and not knowing how to keep up with the instructor. They'll already have a way to, okay, I know that this comes after this because she put up the instructional video on Monday for this fall.
I'm just telling you right now, I'm coming out in a velvet cat suit. I'm going to get my leather leggings, and I am going to have my own stilettos, and I'm coming out with a flash dance ambiance / burlesque attitude, and I am going to be you sliding down the wall with you. I'm telling you right now, honey. I'm coming in like Panthera. Okay?
Yes.
I'm not holding back.
Allow women to be able to release their inhibitions. You want to twerk? Twerk.
Yes.
Bust it to a split. Bust it to a split. Stretch prior to doing it, but you can try it.
And look, and that's the thing. And so do you like stretch us out? Because I was very flexible for a very long time. And then slowly, due to inactivity and lack of splitting, my muscles, tightened up. So, because I like to go full throttle. I'll even pass out, but I like to try to give it all that I have. So what do I need to do? And what do the ladies need to do? Because ladies, we going to take this class together. All my listeners, we are going to be sliding down the wall in our velvet cat suits and our leather leggings. Oh, it's coming, honey. And we are going to be smelling like cocoa butter. Okay, so, all right. So what do we need to do in order to gear up for this?
Just, for Friday night, just bring yourselves. We're going to start off in just sneakers.
Okay.
And have a mat ready so that we can finish with our final stretches. So my warm-ups this time around, whereas they're usually more of just a simple stretch, the warm-ups this time might as well be the workout.
Okay.
It's a way to gear you up to what's coming. It's only 30 minutes long, the actual class, and then at the end we'll end with some stretches that you can take home with you and just continue to do them on a daily basis. I'm going to have this bus split out of nowhere after like a 3-month hiatus and stuff, and just yesterday I was talking to my husband and said, I don't think I should be doing that right now. He goes, yeah, I wouldn't try that right now because your muscles, they need to be constantly moving, and when they're not moving, they're going to get tight, they're going to tense, and you are going to pull something.
Oh, yes.
So I wouldn't recommend just busting into a split out of nowhere. More build your body to be able to do that split in the future. So this class is just so amazing. It's so fun. You can do these moves again when you're wanting to go out on a night out with your girls, and people are going to look at you and say, what is that? Oh, it's my workout. It's a really good way towards cardio.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. Oh, I am in the building. I will be in my house, like I said, crawling all around, getting it together, and I know right now my husband thanks you mightily for coming through on the tour with this one. So, ladies, we're going to definitely participate and support this sister. She is obviously doing it. She has a passion. She's articulate. She's beautiful. She is, working it out. She is handling business in Miami, Florida. And so we're going to support her. We're going to definitely participate on this YouTube page, and we are going to burlesque our way into being absolutely sensual, Panthera-like, just really ready for it. So, one thing I wanted to definitely talk about was the fact that you are vice president of SDYP, the movement. Let's talk about what does your role as vice president detail?
I was actually given the title, I would say, around the time that I get pregnant, so I haven't been able to really do as much as I wanted to with it. But now for this new year, I definitely will be. It's more of a thing of assisting artists with artist development. I think that when I go, every time that I go to one of these showcases, there's very talented artists out there, exceptional. But unfortunately, labels don't work that's the way that they used to work. Back then, labels were able to take an individual and mold them into the style that they wanted them to be. Nowadays, labels want you already prepped and ready to go. Your hair got to be on point. You got to have your own sense of style because that's what's going to evolve your music. You got to be ready, already packaged. And unfortunately, a lot of these artists, just because they're amazing doesn't mean that they know what it takes as far as to make it out there in the industry and to get recognized.
Right.
One thing a lot of people know about me is my style, my fashion. They know I'm always going to come in with something crazy. And not saying that all artists need to be that way, but they have to have a style. So my role is mainly playing into helping artists with their developing and their packaging and things of that nature.
That is beautiful. So those who are listening, if they want to be a part of the movement, if they, are looking for the brand development, the representation, how can they get in touch with you and the rest of the board members of the movement? And I'm just saying the movement. I know it's SDYP, the movement, but how can they get in touch with you all and be a part of this dynamic movement?
They could contact Ski, who is the president. They could follow him on Instagram at SDYP the movement or at Ski the Young Poet. If they go onto my page, they'll be able to find a lot of information on them, and he could basically guide you towards the right ways.
That is amazing. I just really love what you all are doing. I love the collaboration. I'm so glad I was able to meet him, and have him come on the show. And just now I'm being able to meet, all of you all, the family. And it's just amazing how we are all connecting. And, every time I meet you all, each one of you all, sitting down and just talking to you guys are phenomenal. The conversation, you're welcome. The conversation is beautiful. The vibe is right. The energy is right. What you're doing, where you're from is right. It's all big. So I want to get, I know you have a show to do tonight. I just want to get your take on, what do you think about Love and Hip Hop Miami?
Why am I not on it?
Hello. Yes.
That's what I think about it.
Say it.
No, I think it's a good show. I think that, of course, I love what Amara La Negra is standing for, and I think that she has really put it out there that this is an issue, not just outside of our community, but sadly within our Hispanic Latino community. So I love that aspect of it. And then, of course, I think it's amazing that Trina is still doing the thing.
Yes.
I remember growing up and listening to Trina. So I think that's amazing. I love Trick Daddy has so much love for Miami.
Yeah.
You see him speak, and it's just like he really loves his city. And I think that is so important, because people could get up on that stage and say they're Miami every day, but sometimes people that are born in Miami don't even love their city like that.
Wow.
And every time I get onto a stage, I say thank you to Miami, because they welcome me here with open arms. And they could have real easily said, no, just last year I won, Miami Best Female Artist for a show that they have called the Oscar Awards, Best Female Hip Hop Artist. And I was beside myself, because I think that even to me, just that was an accomplishment.
It is an accomplishment.
You really got to love your city. So I love, Trick Daddy for that. And, just learning on these new different artists out there, I think it's dope. I really wish they would put somebody that's more underground and not as known so much. I feel that there's always people on there that, are already known. Maybe give a shot to the underdogs. Somebody who is out there and is making moves and may not be known, but you could give them the platform to be known. Maybe that's the only thing that I feel is missing from there.
That is beautiful. Well, I'm glad you stopped by the tour, because on the tour, we make the known. You already are known where you're at. So this is just another international platform, syndicated platform for everybody all around the world to get to know who Miss Stiletto is. And one thing we have to know about Miss Stiletto is tell everybody about your singles, what's dropping, what's already dropped, what's next for you, how they can get in touch with you, all of that, your Instagram, everything, so they can continue to follow you.
Well, I already dropped my album this summer. It's titled 8/16/16. It's out, available for downloading on iTunes. You can also stream on Google Play, Spotify, and Tidal. Listen, for my first album, I think that I was listening to it all day today. It is fire.
Yes.
I just love it. I just love to listen to my own stuff and say, wow, I really did a good job.
But
right. I'm already gearing up for my next project. I've been writing at home. I already got a couple of songs written. They're going to actually get music videos from me this year, because the plan was to do it last year, but I got pregnant, so I had to slow down for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm dropping a couple of videos. The first video I'm going to drop is for my single called Ego. So that should be pretty amazing, hopefully by March, latest April. So lots more shows. the grind is definitely going to get harder for me when it comes to the music, because I really, really, really want to set the bar and set it extremely high. So, here I am. I just gave birth, and I'm doing a show tonight. I'm sitting here with you guys, which I'm loving, and I'm about to walk into the stage and already start kicking it. So a lot is coming up. They can follow me on Instagram at I am Mrs. Stiletto. I'm going to spell it out because it's a little tricky. I am Mrs. MZS STILETTO. There's one L and two T's in Stiletto, not the other way around.
Yes.
But yeah, follow me, and if you're having trouble finding me, make sure you check out your page. They check out your page,
Yes.
so they can find me.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Brothers and sisters, we have been blessed this evening to talk with Ms. Stiletto. Is there anything else? Is there anything else that you want to say to the listening audience? Because I want you to leave them with a word of wisdom to young girls, young boys, no matter where they're from, words of encouragement so they can pursue their passions and their purpose.
Do not stop. Or if you're going to stop when you want to, not when you feel the industry may want you to. Prior to having my daughter, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I wasn't sure if I was going to be capable, if I was going to have the time. I just didn't know. And I sat there the other day and I said, maybe, it's time to let go. Maybe I just need to stop. Maybe this isn't for me, and maybe, unfortunately, my time is never going to come. And you know what? When it comes to being a celebrity and being known majorly like that, maybe it will, but maybe it won't. But at the end of the day, I look at my daughter and I want her to know that your mother tried the very hardest that she possibly could. And no matter what, she was living out her dreams, whether it was on a small arena stage or a big arena stage. So you can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it and as long as you love it.
That is amazing, and I thank you for that. So you're going to have to give us just a quick freestyle to let everybody know who Miss Stiletto is. Anytime you ready, we ready.
All right. Coming at me, I'm about to shut it down. Working at me, I'm going to put him in a pound. Never been touched by myself or anyone. Well, I got my crown on like I'm on my millions. Make my millions into inspirations. Cut them out and cut them off with no problems. Problem when I step out in the sun. Getting at them, giving them they run. Throw shade all day. Counting my play while we're catching them race. Looking for respect, looking for praise. So they pray all day while it's me they praise. Praise me, I'm a saint. Blood on my eyes, heart pumping down my veins. Coming at them, head spinning right at them. Deliver hell to them, no apologies, screw them. As a bitch, the estimate queen, got a twist in the between. When you make a pussy, but there's no for you when you come across me. I'm going to do the I got a black and heart. We no remorse. I leave them chicken parts.
Ooh, 911, what's your emergency? There is a fire on the stage. Guess what? I'm saying this right now. You know what? Cardi B, you better start to run.
Oh my God, no way. Thank you. She's amazing, but thank you.
She is, but I'm just got to keep it 100, Cardi B. You better figure out your next song.
Absolutely. You know what? I love Cardi B because she is a prime example that the underdog doesn't always lose. And
yes.
She is doing it.
Yes.
Cardi, call me.
Yes, she is. But I'm just saying, though, Miss Stiletto.
Thank you.
You
Thank you so
have
much.
bars. You just blew up my phone. My phone smells like great barbecue. It just smells like fire came, like it smells like straight fire right now. I looked at the phone and I said, ooh.
That's so great. Thank you so much for all your support, everyone. I appreciate it.
No, it is dope. You know what, brothers and sisters? This sister has another show tonight, so we're going to let her go so she can, get everything prepared because she has to go live and do what she has to do. But you know what? Sis, I am so glad that I got an opportunity to vibe with you this evening.
No, thank you for the opportunity. It's absolutely amazing. And listen, I want to come back for sure.
I really want you to. So did you have a good time on the tour on the Sister Speak show?
I had a phenomenal time. I love the questions. And I'm telling you, I want to come back. Thank you, everyone, for listening. make sure you go and top that album, A1616 by Mrs. Stiletto on iTunes. If you love my music, make sure you continue to download and get those views up and get that following going on my Instagram. To continue seeing more of me.
Yes, this is a beautiful sister that we just had experience with. My sister, I'm going to let you go. I will talk to you later. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a copy of the interview to you, and we will vibe later on.
Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone, and Happy New Year, and make the best of it.
Yes. All right. Talk to you later. Ooh, brothers and sisters, let's give a round of applause for Miss Stiletto. Ooh. And now a word from Trick Daddy. Come on, y'all.
Give it to me, bring it here. Don't stop, girl. Shake it here, shake it there. Let Money Mark get off here, there we there. We off the chain for the whole year. So if you look good with a big old butt, live in your own crib and make your own bucks. Hit me up, TradePlus.com, and tell me where you from. Smoke out, choke out, we get off the chain like we just broke out. You don't know about me, J. When I come through, all the haters get high. Cause I got more game, more cheese in the bank, more rain. My dogs on dubs, yours ain't. My dogs do whatever, yours ain't. Sweet 'em, that's gonna make you get up out your seat. We don't play, we take it to the house. M.I.A., take it to the house. This the way we take it to the house. Take it to the house, take it to the house. 305, take it to the house. We got that vibe, take it to the house. Slip and slide, take it to the house. Take it to the house, take it to the house. Can't play with it, yo, it ain't no stopping.
Hey.
We gon' lock it and do our thing. Cause my dream team taking all the rings. I got Trey Plus, the beat, and much guts, and a deuce pop, pepper news, non-stop, and lost track to my side, just vibing. And JV gon' brawl with me. T-double-D, he off an excursion, swerving all on the curb with a virgin. And I'm Trina, you heard my name. I'm still the baddest, ain't a damn thing changed. Now it's time to get down with your boy CEO. It's me, Money Mark, and the Big Freak Show. Recognize, you cool when I creep through the room when it's like you. Give me room, cause I'm buck wild man. I get your crunk, get your loose in the stand. Drake Plus and we running it still. Funk when you spin the wheel. Cause we them, that's gonna make you get up out your seat. We don't play, we take it to the house. M.I.A., take it to the house. This the way we take it to the house. Take it to the house, take it to the house. 305, take it to the house. We got that vibe, take it to the house. Slip and slide, take it to the house. Take it to the house, take it to the house. 2 more bottles of Chris and get busted. While you listen to this, on your roof, don't try this. Some bust came by here. Give me a break and a beat I can vibe with. A Nick Quest video in a 5. About 55 spins and a mic check in your plate, my shit. I never had sex that costly. So much I'm exhausted. In this new I'm flossing. I got that cause I'm betting with the Dolphins. Slip and slide for the take it to the high. New hot for you to ride out. And for the that ride, there was nothing left. Yo, must think we something else. Fame, we have to get paid. Born and raised in the county of Dade. Cause we them, that's gonna make you get up out your seat. We don't play, we take it to the house. M.I.A., take it to the house. This the way we take it to the house. Take it to the house, take it to the house. 305, take it to the house. We got that vibe, take it to the house. Slip and slide, take it to the house. Take it to the house, take it to the house. Take it to the house.
Hey. Hey. Brothers and sisters, you are listening live to the tour. That was Trick Daddy and Trina and them. Take it to the house. We want you to stay tuned. We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Monday on the platform at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, my special guest will be Danielle Lee, a healthcare IT consultant and an international traveler. The platform, focusing on community advocates, entrepreneurs, authors, influencers, creative artists. We sit down and we talk about how they are impacting the communities with their passions on the Sister Speak Show, a talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Brothers and sisters, we want you to listen live and on demand to the Sister Speak Show. There are 6 segments dedicated to serving you, my brothers and sisters. We have the platform, coming to the stage, the culture climate, the laugh line, the tour, and the search effort. Oh, the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve.
Welcome back to the tour, brothers and sisters. I am your host, Ayana. I hope you are having a wonderful time. You know what? When it comes to music, it is a blessing to be able to sit down and speak to various humans who have a role in the music industry. I love getting the vibe. I love being able to, find out what someone's experiences are in the music industry, whether it's, being a producer, a sound engineer, whether it's filming music videos, a manager, a roadie, a security guard, a singer, a band. It doesn't matter. This the entire aspect of the music industry is what the tour covers, because you can't just have just one outlook on it. There are several outlooks on it that I think make the entire industry. And so you never know what someone is going to say that's going to impact your life when they come on the tour. I could have any type of interview style with any one of the artists that come on the tour. I could really just sit there and just, shoot the breeze. I really could. But what I do is I extract the elements because they're there. I like to talk to people and vibe out, have wonderful questions, make them feel comfortable. And so then you can get to know who they are and have a greater appreciation for why they are so passionate about their passions. That's what it's about. And on this show, we encourage people. We're not here to hate. We're not going to sit here and just talk about your skin color and all that other type of stuff. No, we are here to, really counteract that verbal violence that our people put on one another and then other nations put on one another. I hope we get to a point of repentance so we can stop oppressing one another based on color, just color alone. That's absolutely sickening. But you know what? Shout out to Miss Stiletto, because she knows she's bad. She knows she's got it, and she knows who she is. And after speaking with her today, I am ready to slide, like I said, in my velvet jumpsuit with my leather leggings, with my gold necklace. Oh, honey, I'm about to burlesque my way into some splits. I used to be able to do them. I'm going to be able to do them now. I'm gonna get it ready. I'm gonna get it ready. Got to keep things spicy. Anyway, brothers and sisters, when it comes to the music in Miami or just the music in Florida, there are a lot of artists who influence the music in Florida. And, when Mr. Stiletto was talking about the underdog, that's so true. A lot of time great artists can get overlooked, underlooked, or not even looked at all. And they have great music, great talent, great lyrics, great everything. But for some reason, it just seems like they're not getting the push that they need. And so that's what the tour is about. It's about really just, hey, we're here to help you with your brand. I have no problem helping anybody, do what they need to do to make it to where they need to make it, as long as it's legit. I have no problem. I'm not afraid of anybody bubbling, popping, growing, just becoming just dynamic. That's what this is about. We can't be hating on one another. We can't be sitting around here holding back, knowing if I have something that can help you get to the next level, but because you might get there before me, I'm over here being shady. Now you can keep all that to yourself. Are you that type of hater? I hope not. I hope you are the type of human to where, look, I got this gig over here. They looking for somebody that can spit straight fire, straight bars. I'm not the one. I know I'm still working on it, but I know you got that gas. Why don't you go over there and try to fill that spot? You know what I'm saying? Helping put people on. We as brothers and sisters got to stop hating on one another and not wanting to put each other on and help each other out, or trying to dumb down what somebody else is doing because your passion has not yet been ignited. I'm being real about that. So when it comes to the rap industry, you do see a lot of hating. But then you also see people who have movements such as SDYP, who are doing it, who are, you know, being a family. There are a lot of family movements out there in the industry, okay? But there are a lot of haters also out there. So my encouragement to the haters is this. You, number one, obviously, you need to deal with your insecurities, and you need to repent, and you need to tap into who you are. Find out who you are so you will not ever in your life have to spend time hating on somebody else who knows who they are. You're just missing a few steps into actually being a functioning human in this game, because the game is real, and the music industry has its ups and its downs, and you're gonna always need a team around you, or at least one to three people around you who can help you when it goes up and when it goes down. And you're going to always need to have more of your brand, because the music industry may not last a long time for you. And if you going to pick up the pen, and if you going to have the paper, say something. Say something. So brothers and sisters, I hope you are enjoying so far what we've been listening to. We've been listening to the tour. You're listening to the tour. And you know what? I was just thinking about Florida. I said, okay, tonight, Florida is going to be the DJ. Okay? Florida music. So anyway, when it comes to, you know, let me get back on track. When it comes to the music in Florida, Pitbull, Flo Rida, you know, you have Rick Ross, Trina, Trick Daddy, you have Miss Stiletto, you know, you have other artists who have come out of Miami who are doing it big. Okay? The ones that you see on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and the ones that you have discovered on your own as you search for underground dope artists that come from whatever state that they come from. So you could even yourself tell me more artists that come from Miami than I can, especially if you live there, right? So there are a lot of artists who have contributed to the music in Miami. And there are a lot of artists who have contributed to the music as a whole in Florida. 2 Live Crew, you know, you have 95 South, you have 69 Boys, you have this and that, you, like I said, and you have all the other ones that are more, you know, more out there in these seasons than maybe some of the ones that I just mentioned. But I know one thing. When I was hitting the dance floor, when I was going out and partying, all the Florida music got it cracking. It got it crunk. You know, you could hear the music coming through the you know, as the DJ was getting ready to, you know, mix it on up and bring it on through. You could hear it. You could hear the music, and you could just vibe out. Like we used to party, okay? We used to dum 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 dum. I mean, it was real. It was so real. Like it was to the point to where it was like, look, this is the music that we listen to on our way to the club, because the Florida music, the down south music just had it crunk, had it cracking. It was just something about the way the chords came together, right? And so then one day, you know, a song came on the scene, and the song just was like, told us to do something. It told us that, you know, something was old. And I was like, well, what's old? And this is what they said.
The butterfly, that's old. Let me see it too.
Hey.
Yeah, 1994.
You all remember this? What? Come on. Hey. What? Come on. just roll. I hope y'all didn't roll on out of here. And I hope some of y'all were able to get up after that dip. Because, honey, I'm telling you, a dip at 40 and a dip at a fresh 21 is a totally different dip. But that's just some of the music that would get the party crunk. It did not matter. Like, you could always just hear that music. And I don't know if it's because I was born in the South. I don't know what it is. But, like, look, if your party is not cracking, put on some of that. Guaranteed you gonna have some. They gonna get out on the dance floor. I'm just telling you right now. So what's some of your favorite Miami musicians? You know, what's some of your favorite songs that you have heard that come from Miami? You know, a lot of people like Luke. Okay, and I get it. But you know, the one thing about Luke is a lot of people just focus on some people focus on the fact that he was, or it is, an artist that was just vulgar and perverse. And yes, he was, okay? He was vulgar and perverse in his lyrics and everything. But there's so much more to what Luke Campbell does and who he is. And so, you know, one thing I've learned is that the thinking that I had about people like when I was younger versus where I am now is just like, you know, I'm seeing people on a totally different level. I'm understanding people on a totally different level. And I know that just one thing does not make you up. I know that one mistake does just not make who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, when's your birthday? I mean, you know, I know you know when your birthday is. So, when's your birthday? You know, and a lot of people, you know, I'm not really into this, but a lot of people talk about their birthday signs and, you know, everything else like that. So, is today your birthday? Now, I don't celebrate birthdays, but for some reason, Luke does. And when Luke celebrates a birthday, a lot of people like to come to his party. And even if you don't come to his party, you can hear it. Oh, what? No. All right, don't hurt yourself. Go, Derek, it's your birthday. Hey, ruin his part. So anyway, when you used to hear that, you knew that the party was getting crunk, right? You were like, oh, it's my birthday. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Maybe it is. And then you could not wait for them to call out your astrological sign. And that was it. Music does something to the people. And if you are a great DJ, and then on top of that, you have great artists, I'm telling you, once they get up there and they get on the ones and twos, you have the party rocking all day long. Okay? Because it's really just about what is it that the people want to hear? You know, what is it that the people want to see? What is it that's going to make the people come out, pay their money, get on the dance floor, and have a great time? Okay? And so a lot of people make party music. A lot of people are really, you know, that's just their whole thing. I just want to make a hit for the club. I want to make a hit for the club. And so then you have what they call club bangers. You know, in heavy rotation, no matter what state you go to, you're going to always hear this song because it gets the party crunk. And there are a lot of songs that are even from, like I said, back in the day, such as this right here, that still, if you play it, they're going to dance. Bottom line. And so that's what I think it is, you know, when it comes to writing music, performing music. You know, if you're going to be in this industry, can we play your music 20 years later and it still get the party crunk? You know, for instance, now I'm going to take it to the West Coast. When it comes to a party in the Bay Area, one song for sure, old school, but it gets the party crunk, is Drew Down. Okay? Pimp of the Year. Now, I don't know if he's the Pimp of the Year. Okay? I don't know. But I know that song gets the party crunk. When you hear it, everybody knows it. Give it up, give it up, give it to me. A Big Mac, capitalized double DC, and it's on, so I'ma get sick with it. Give me so I can get with it. I mean, as soon as like the song comes on, you're like, everybody knows the words and it gets the party crunk. Okay? 20 years later, that song is still gonna have youngsters moving and grooving because it's the lyrics, it's the town, you know, it's a legend. That's Bootsy Collins' son. You know, there's a lot of history into it. So when you write in, make sure that 20 years later, 10 years later, if the DJ has it in his vault, you know, or in the hard drive, in the flash, rather, you know, that you are in there. You're in the shuffle. You're in the category. Because you don't want anything that flies by night and doesn't hold any weight. You know, you don't want to have the type of album that none of the songs pop except for one. Right? You know, you don't want people to just be flipping through your album like, you know, never ever being considered to be in the cypher. You really want to make sure that your music is hitting and that it is something that somebody can play 5 to 20 years later. And so, you know, back in the day, along with the 69 Boys and 95 South and Luke and, you know, all of that, you know, the down south party music, there was a group, a duo by the name of Dis and Dat. And Dis and Dat, female group, had a song called Party. Okay. And came out, you know, and they were rolling with, you know, 69 Boys, and they were featured in the videos. And so it was just like, wow, you know, okay, well, let's see what these sisters is talking about. So, you know, I was like, okay, Dis and Dat. Well, what exactly are you talking about when it comes to Dis and Dat?
If you don't want to party, then you should go home.
Say what? Say what? What? Say Dis Dat. Oh, I'm taking you back. True that. So when Dis and Dat came on the scene, right, brothers and sisters, when they came on the scene, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be in that video. I learned the words, the twerks, all of that. I was so serious about being that. I know my parents were probably like, this cannot be our child. Oh my gosh. That's what happens when you have a child later on in life. Okay, my sister is 10 years older than me. My brother's 8 years older than me. So I know my parents were like, this cannot be our daughter right here doing the splits. This cannot be our daughter right here running. This cannot be our daughter listening to Luke. Oh, my parents were probably in shock when I came on the scene. I'm so serious about that. But anyway, when it comes to the music, like I said, there are so many people, like if you know, some of you are like, who the heck is this and that? But some of you are like, oh, I remember that song. So, you know, it's just like throughout Florida, you have so many artists who have contributed to the music industry and they get overlooked. And some of them don't. So, you know, no matter what, I just want to encourage you right now, if you're an independent artist, if you are an artist who, you know, is you know, kind of like maybe feeling a little low in your spirit because things are not moving at the pace that you want them to, I just want to encourage you to hold tight. You know, make sure that you're surrounded by the proper camp that can really help produce you and push you and really believes in your brand and can be honest with you, check your surroundings and make sure you're in the right atmosphere that is conducive to what you're trying to do, and look, I just got to be honest with you. It's not for everybody. Just because it seems like everybody's doing it, it's not for everybody. If you want to be a rapper so you can, fornicate, or if you want to be a rapper just so you can get girls or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm just telling you right now, don't use that in order to get girls. You got to step your game up, but don't let the rap life be how you do it, because they're not going to like you for who you are. They're going to like you for the fact that you are Lil such and such, or you are, MC such and such. So, really don't get into this game just for the look of it, because you can get really embarrassed out there. Just make sure that this is something that you really want to do. If you got the gift of rhyming, the gift of bars, you got flyer. What is flyer? You got fire. You know that nobody can handle you on the mic, but just understand this, that there are several dope MCs all around. So you would just be one of them. And I think that's the problem with ego. A lot of people want to say that I'm the dopest MC ever. I'm the Michael Jordan of rap. Can't nobody hold it down like me. You know what I'm saying? Check out my chain and this, that, and the other. Like, look, bruh. No, you're not. You might be one of, but you are not the. I don't feel like there is the dopest rapper at all. There are several rappers who are dope, and you may be one of them. And that way, you can already go into the game with a level head. But if you think that I'm murdering folks out here, son. Yo, B, I'm on the mic, I'm holding it down, kid. Yo, man, ain't nobody got fire like me, son. I dare anybody, son, to battle me, son. If you're that type, number one, I need to tell you, you need to take some relaxation courses. I'm serious. You need to go walk by the water and let the tranquil breezes blow on you. You a little stressed out in this rap game, okay? Look, we already had one Onyx. We don't need another one. Anyway, brothers and sisters, I'm just saying though, I just want you to get out there and rap and do it right and say something that's going to move the crowd and motivate the people and impact the community in a positive way. I'm listening for solutions in 2018, not pollution. If you got pollution, I'm cool. I'm looking for solutions, and if your story is that one of a grimy situation, then I want to hear it too. I'm not going to discriminate on the fact that the things that you experienced growing up were so grimy and you're putting it on CD. But one thing I also want to encourage you to is not stay at the scene of the crime forever. That you need to elevate in and mature, so then your lyrics can show how you have evolved out of your suffering, how you have evolved out of the hood. There's levels to this. Your raps cannot stay the same. It can't be yo, 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 yo. It can't be that all the time. It can't be I got foe in the back and foe in the front. Tell me, which one do you really want? Look. I'm just saying though, because I really don't believe you have 4 in the back and 2 in the front in the first place, to be honest with you. That's just me. Like, please be believable. Okay. I'm serious. Anyway, brothers and sisters, so, and getting ready to move forward, with this show, we're going to be getting ready to close it out. But there's a couple of things that I just want to remind you of. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
At 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, my special guest will be Danielle Lee, a healthcare IT consultant and an international traveler. The platform, focusing on community advocates, entrepreneurs, authors, influencers, creative artists. We sit down and we talk about how they are impacting the communities with their passions on the Sister Speak Show, a talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Brothers and sisters, we want you to listen live and on demand to the Sister Speak Show. There are 6 segments dedicated to serving you, my brothers and sisters. We have the platform, coming to the stage, the culture climate, the laugh line, the tour, and the search effort. Oh, the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm just playing. Anyway, we're back. You're listening live to the tour on the Sister Speak show. Brothers and sisters, tonight my special guest was Ms. Stiletto of SDYP The Movement. Okay? Recording artist, dope sister, Cuban American, beautiful Latina, doing it live. Check her out. Not only that, but she also is the owner and instructor of Taste Ladies Fitness, burlesque dancing, honey, sexy moves, baby. Okay, and look, sisters, she's gonna be having this on YouTube, and we need to check it out and participate. She's dope, articulate, and I really, really had a great time vibing with her. And I thank you, Skeet, the young poet, for, setting that up, collaborating, and us working together. Shout out to you, brother, and everything that you got going on. You are rocking. You are handling it. I support what you got going on. You obviously know we are collaborating and doing great things. And keep bringing them, Skeet. Keep bringing them to the Sister Speak show. Brothers and sisters, tomorrow night, as you just heard on the commercial, listen to the platform live. My special guest will be Danielle Lee. But guess what? Before we talk about getting ready to phase out, tell me, what does paradise look like to you? What does it feel like? If you could go to any place in the world for a week, all expense, paid trip, get to kick back and relax, where would you go? Where would you go? One thing about this music industry is that you get to do a lot of traveling. You get to go to places that a lot of people have never ever been and will never get to go to. But tonight, because we are listening to the tour, and because my special guest, our special guest, Miss Stiletto, was calling from Miami, Florida. I told you that Florida was going to be the DJ tonight. Okay, so we listened to Take It to the House with Trick Daddy, the clean version. And then we listened to the 69 Boys Tootsie Roll. And then we listened to It's Your Birthday, the clean version, Luke. And then we listened to This and That, Party. So yeah, old school, right? You're like, dang, straight up old school. Still relevant. But I could not let 2018 fade out without us really getting ready to rock out. Oh, I'm serious about this one. So when I asked you, what does paradise look like to you? I hope you had an answer. Well, there's somebody by the name of Trick Daddy who would like to tell you what paradise, along with Trina and Mike Smith, means to them.
Flight 305 to Miami is now boarding. Slip and slide collabo.
Stand up, Miami. This one is for you. Shout out to Miami, Florida. Let's go.
I was just in the 7th grade when I made up my mind. My dream car was a 7 tray. Wanted to don't, I was still at the bus stop. That was around the time Trick Thugs I rush drop. 305 on the baseball cap. Used to peanut butter jelly with the baseball bat. Realest killers on the block, still jerking and sticking. Everybody used to rock Reeboks and Dickies. And my auntie was getting loose, the Uncle Luke. My uncle then was selling dope to smoking boat. That way before the mollies came through. And way after Hurricane Andrew. And way before the flock of fiends and skinny jeans. The real Miami life, it was paradise. Miami.
their own mind and their own grind. See, my mama was a hustler, taught me how to stack that money and make it double up. Picture me with my bamboo earrings, with my girls at the block party on 15, wrist full of bangles. Me and my girls rocking ocean waves and leisure curves, speed line skates with the rough socks. Way back then before they knocked down Scott, before the dope boys started writing no phones. It was trues and bowls, 50s and lows, and I've been driving dudes and sucking Dade County home of the baddest bitch in the game.
Miami. Miami. Let's take it back. We used to come through with the top down, take the whole back seat out and watch the bitch beat out. My backyard was a reefer hole. Any thoughts wearing the shorts, we called them skis a hole. Every Friday we was in the hey. From 1 to 5 on Saturday was kitty day, and we was packed jam junkies in. If you wasn't for the one of the beans, you wasn't getting in. All them niggas off of 15th Avenue, they was eating like them boys off of Malibu. And 2 Live was our niggas with attitude. Him and them boot silk shirts and ballet shoes. Just fast down on the Goombay. Parade on 6-2 for Martin Luther King Day. And Overtown used to come alive. We used to get straight up phase before we did drive-bys. Miami. Miami.
Hey,
Still slide rugged.
come on.
Shouts out to the world's famous.
Hey. Brothers and sisters, welcome back to the tour. I'm just saying though, yeah, we are rocking tonight on the Sister Speak Show, on the tour to be exact. That was Paradise by Trick Daddy and Trina featuring Mike Smith, and that's spelled Smiff, just in case you didn't know. Anyway, brothers and sisters, I thank you for listening to the tour live. I've had a wonderful time. As you remember, my special guest was Miss Stiletto. Shout out to her. Wonderful vibes. If you're just now tuning in, you can catch the rest of the show on demand. Tomorrow night, I want you to tune in live to the Sister Speak Show because my special guest will be on the platform, Danielle Lee, all the way live from Benicia, California, brothers and sisters. That's right, like I told you, this is an international podcast. We focus on the local, national, and international brothers and sisters, okay? This is a talk show that, like I told you before, will keep your mind informed and energized. We are a cultural renaissance platform that influences a climate that is conducive to who you are and who you should be. No reckless entertainment, just responsible listening nourishment. We don't go dumb, we go wisdom. I want you to stay warm. I want you to have a wonderful evening, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for listening to the tour live on the Sister Speak Show. This is Ayana. And guess what? Until we speak next time, I'm out of here. Have a wonderful evening.